Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. This is Sunday Satsang, December 9th, 8th, thank you. December 8th, 2024, Radha Kunda, question and answers. So, have any questions? These people come all the time, they don't have any questions.
How do we cultivate Radha Dasya?
Radha Dasyam. What do you mean by Radha Dasyam? I want to understand the term so I can answer the question properly. What is your idea? What do you mean? Can you explain what you mean by Radha Dasyam?
Becoming a servant of Radharani.
In what sthirati?
Gaudiya.
Okay. So that's what the question is: how do we become what is servant of Radha? How do we develop Radha Dasya, becoming the mood of a servant of Radharani? It's not so difficult to develop because the constitutional nature of every jiva is das. Jivara Swarupaya Krishna Nitya Das. So by constitutional nature, the Srupa Lakshana of the jiva is dasi, or you say dastva bhav, the bhav of being a servant of Bhagavan. So that's primordial, that's organic, inherent in the nature of the jiva. So it doesn't require too much developing. It just has to purify our ego. Our ego makes us think we're the controller, or we're the doer. So by chanting Hari Krishna mantra and doing Bhakti Bhajan, Karmani Nirati Kintucha Bhakti Bhajan, by Bhakti Bhajan, all the karmas and all the conditionings and samskaras that we've accumulated over many years, which come together to formulate false ego, gets dissolved and destroyed by Bhakti Bhajan. And then when you're situated in real ego, you're free. You're free to be me. Me means I'm a servant. I'm a natural, by nature I'm a servant. Now everything is covering over nature. It's like contaminated water. The nature of water is to be clear and pure and tasty. But if it's mixed with contaminants, you have to run it through a water purifier, RO system, and all these things, minerals, and get the water to restore it to its natural position. So by nature we're pure, clear, and absorbed in serving Krishna in some particular sthirati, which we cultivate over lifetimes of bhajan. So you're saying you're interested in the sthirati of Madhurati, amorous loving service to Radha Krishna, like a manjari maid servant Radharani, because this is what Lord Chaitanya came to give, came to teach the world. Ateva Govibhava, Ateva Govibhava Angikar. There's a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ateva, certainly, Ateva Govibhava Angikar. Everyone should accept Govibhava. So, the nature of being a Govibhava is everyone's in the mood of serving Radharani and Krishna. Even the Sakhis who enjoy with Krishna or offer themselves for Krishna's enjoyment. There's two bhavas here. It's like wearing a shirt and a vest. You have a shirt and a vest on top of it. So one bhava is Madhurati. The closest to our body, to our identity is Madhurati, amorous love. But there's a vest over that which is Dasyarati, Dasi bhav. So there's a mixture there. Because even the Sakhis that serve Radha and Krishna, they're only thinking I'm a servant. They're only thinking, even if they have some sneha adik, they have equal affection for Radharani, equal affection for Krishna. But the way they express that affection is by serving, 24/7. So the way to cultivate Radha Dasyam is to read about the Radha Dasis. Who are the Radha Dasis? Vande Rupa Sanatana Rupa Goshri Jiva Gopalako. Govi Bhava Rasamritabdi Lahari Kalola Magno Mahar. The 6 Goswamis are absorbed in Govi Bhava, and they're all manjaris by Nitya. They're Nitya Srup In Goloka Vrindavan, there's manjaris. Manjari, Babanga Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, they're all manjaris. So by reading their books and by praying to them, they will bless us with the pure mode of Dasi Bhav, Radha Dasya. Because in the spiritual world, all the Sakhis are serving each other cooperatively and together to please and serve Krishna. Radharani is the greatest servant of Krishna. Paramaradhanam Sarvesham is Radharani. She's a supreme worshipper and the supreme worshipful object also. So by reading Stavavali and Stavamala by Raghunath Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, I'm praying to them because they're situated, fully situated in Dasi Bhav, what you call Radha Dasyam. The term isn't too much common in Goswami books. Bhaktivinoda Thakur used that term, and it comes from that side. But the strict, usually it's called, like you see when you read Rara Sunanidhi or Radha Kusumanjali, which are the primary handbooks, or you can say Sambandha Tattva and Abhideya Tattva for Raghunaga Bhakti and Madhura Rati. They don't talk about this idea of Radha Dasyam, but they talk about being a Dasi of Radharani. Basically the same, it's just syntax or different terms. Radha Dasi means Radha Dasi. Mam Abhilashi Radha Dasi. My only Abhilash, my cherished desire, Mam Abhilash Radha Dasi. I want to be Radha Dasi of Radharani. So that's the basic answer. You become who you associate with. The Atma is like a piece of crystal. The Atma by nature doesn't have any fixed sthirati. Any Atma can be any sthirati, depending on the Sangha. So you want your express desire for the sthirati, eternal or loving relationship with Krishna. You want to be a Madhurati like Gopis and Radharani and Krishna. You go over Vrindavan. So then you have to associate intimately with those Gopi Manjaris who are available to us in the form of their writings. And in supplementary books that help develop Radhadasi are the poems of Chandidas and Vidyapati, which are full of Purva Rag and describe, fluff out and embellish the idea of Gopi Bhav in the larger sense. What is Radharani's Purva Rag? What is her Abhisar Nayaka Bhav? What is her Vasak Sajik Bhav? All these type of bhavas are described in the bhajans of Chandidas and Vidyapati. That's why Lord Chaitanya was so keen to study them and hear them. Who is the ideal student of Radhadasi Bhav?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we can't imitate him, we can't imitate those extraordinary ecstasies they had in Mahabhav, Divya Mahabhav, becoming Kurma Chaitanya, and all these different things are unheard of and unimaginable ecstasies and bodily distortions and joints extending 8 inches, arms going into the body, becoming like Jagannath Chaitanya. Some devotees have names like that, Jagannath Chaitanya Das or whatever. So, but by following the footsteps and teachings, because Lord Chaitanya personally taught Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, and he personally taught everyone about Gopi Bhav and Manjari Bhav through the mouth of Ramananda Roy. It was his teachings spoken like a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist has a puppet, and he doesn't, and the puppet's speaking, and the guy's mouth is closed. Hello, Hare Krishna. And the guy's speaking, and the guy's ventriloquist, he's transferring his voice to the puppet. You don't see his lips move. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the puppet was Ramananda Roy. And who was speaking through the puppet was Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He asked a question and he answered them. but he answers through the mouth around on the right. So everything about Rag Marga, Radha Tava, Radha Prem, Krishna Prem, and Prem Vaicitya, everything is there. And Prem Vilas Vivarta, that's the Vivarta, Vilas, and everything is packed up in Madhya Lila chapter 8. What are the two most important chapters for developing Radha Dasyam in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Let me ask you. Okay, I'll tell you. Adi Lila chapter 4. Read it 100 times. That's a good start. Adi Lila chapter 4. Madhya Lila chapter 8. And then Antya Lila.
And what was the last?
Antya Lila. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 6, 7 chapters. All Gambhira Lila. Gambhira Lila is Divyan Mad Mahabhava Radharani. So that's the topmost expression of Radha Dasyam. Radha is the greatest Dasi by far. Is that okay?
Thank you.
It's an endless topic. It's an endless topic.
Yes.
Give you a kind of overview. If you associate with someone who's diseased, then good chance you get the disease. So it's not a very good comparison, but we want this dasi mood of a dasi. In other words, our styrity, our fixed mood of what type of love we're serving and taking part in is amorous love of Radha Krishna. But the way we approach it, we don't approach that love as an amorous lover. We don't approach the love as a manjari. We don't approach Krishna as an amorous lover like Vishaka and Lita and Radharani. We approach 100% dasi bhav, whereas Radharani approaches Krishna as a lover in 99% Madhurati and 1% dasi bhav for serving Krishna. But her expression of her love is also her dasya. So, but manjari, there's no question of amorous involvement with Krishna. Although Krishna Bhavanamrita, Vishwanath Chakravarti hints at, and not hints at, strictly describes how manjari serve, goes in the kunds to serve, Radharani has no idea, Krishna's already waiting in the kunds, Vasak Sasak Nayak, and he's waiting for Radharani. And somehow the Sakhis closed the door of the kunds. There are only 3 people left in the kunds: Krishna, the manjari, and Cupid. That's describing Krishna Bhavanamrita. So Cupid means romantic activities, love dalliance, love sports, naughty behavior. So manjari was trapped. So that's a rare occasion. Because whenever there's no rules there, because it's the kingdom of love. So, but the general rule where there's no rules, the general rule where there's no rules is the manjaris are always doing seva. But there's exception to the rule where Krishna says, look, this is my place. You're my servant. This is what you got to do now. Okay, boss. What can I say? So that's exceptional. Oh, if you're a good bunch, you'll bite him and scratch him and run out of the question. Yeah. Never say yes. Do or die, never say yes, right? Okay, any question? So this interesting question I got by telepathy. Someone asked me, this is a hypothetical question. One of my Shiksha gurus, he told me if you want, when you're writing articles, he writes a lot of articles about Bhakti Tattva and Rag Marg and other things. He said, don't mention any names of devotees, And if you want to have some dialogue, you just say, a bhakta asked me. A bhakta. The bhakta is you asking a question. And the answer is you, of course. So, this like that, this question like that. So the question was asked by Bhakta. What is the role of cooperation in the life of a devotee? What is the role? How do we need to develop a mood of cooperation? Is it necessary to attain prema to be cooperative? What is this phenomenon called cooperation? One of the last few words that came from the mouth of Srila Prabhupada, one of the last few words was cooperation. Cooperation means operating together. So, generally people think the idea of cooperation is, listen, I'm going to show you how to do it, and you do it. You cooperate with my order and do it this way. But cooperation means both people have equal input. Both devotees have equal input, equal contribution to the final result. So what's the final result? Based on Vishwanath Chakravarti's prayer.
Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasada, yasya prasadat.
Wi-Fi is working good. Yasya prasad bhagavat prasada, yasya prasada nagati gatovi. The final result of two devotees cooperating is the prasad, to get the mercy of the Guru, which means to please the Guru, which means to please Krishna. Bhagavan Kushi, Guru Kushi, Bhagavan Kushi. If the Guru is satisfied and happy with you, then Bhagavan is automatically satisfied and happy with you. So then where cooperation comes in, it's not like, okay, you did it this way, but I think it should be done this way, and then I'm going to change the way you did it. It's not like that. It's like, you did it this way, why do you do it this way? Let me understand. How you came up with this? Oh, I thought to do it this way, but your idea is more systematic. So one of the most important aspects for cooperation to be successful is clear and straightforward communication. And don't jump into doing anything until everything is clearly defined and understood. Okay, we're doing this service together, two devotees. And one devotee started his service, another one's helping. So both parties should clearly understand what is the service and which way it's going. So any service requires intelligence and endeavor, buddhi and chesta, buddhi and action. So two heads are better than one, they say. But two heads cracked together, then you get cracked nuts. So you don't crack your heads, you put your heads together soft, gently and softly, and think together and come up with the best solution. Not the egos get in the way of service. This one problem where there's no cooperation, because I want to do it this way, this is a better way. I want to do it this way better. Okay, that's a draw. So let's intelligently, cool-headedly, peacefully sit down and try to understand each other's viewpoint. Why is your way better? What is the intention? What is the intention? What are we trying to accomplish by this service? What are we trying? We're trying to make things smooth and easy to understand, easy flowing. So what's the best way to do that? So let's cooperate. If you look at the word cooperation, most people don't understand what cooperation means. I mean, we're going to do it this way, so you're going to help me, right? That means cooperate. That doesn't mean cooperation. Look at the word in the dictionary. It doesn't say that. It means mutual input to produce some result. Mutual. The husband puts in something, the wife puts in something, they work it out together, and they get a very good result. Because they have all the Shakti-Man combo, yin and yang. The positive and negative energies come together to make a good result. But if ego gets in the way, then there's a big mess. So cooperation requires humility, intelligence, and love. Love means ultimate cooperation. Each one is moving with the other person through life based on love. So that's the cooperation in family life. The bottom line is love. So if you love the person, that means you respect their ideas, you respect their intelligence. You don't try to assert your intelligence or assert your ideas. You say, well, you have a good idea. Why did you come up? Why are you saying you want to do it this way? If you're humble, you say, okay, well, how do you want to do it? Oh, that sounds reasonable. Well, what about this? What about that? No, this, that, this. Oh, that's why. I didn't understand. Most of the difficulty in cooperation comes from unclear communication. Because we work on the basis of assumption. Oh, he or she must understand. They must know what's going on. Why did you? I thought you would know. I thought you meant this, right? You know, saying contact. Someone asked me for contact, and so they thought the word contact meant one thing. I thought the contact meant another thing. So we both had a different idea of one word. So one word. The person said, "I want to contact that person." They wanted to call it. In other words, they wanted to. It's a modern word, you know. They wanted to call up and telephone the other person. And I thought they wanted the phone number. I want the contact. Means the contact number. Usually go together. So we're lazy speakers. Well, what's your contact? It's understood that contact number. Contact means touch. Okay, touch me. What's your contact? Okay. It may be okay if it's a girl and you're a guy. You want to get in contact. Keep in contact. Keep in touch. Hands off, Jack. They use this term, you know. Guys leaving a girl. Keep in touch. Well, who are you? I used to hear this when I was in college. I said, why do I touch you? Keep it, you take everything literally, you know. That's being touched, but anyway. So these are some thoughts on cooperation. There's a phrase I usually use. Don't fight over details, harmonize over principles. Like for example, Hare Krishna, you're initiated in the traditional parivar, right? Yeah. How many rounds do you chant? 64 rounds. That's right. You're initiating Gaudiya Vaisnava, IGM. This kind of Gaudiya Vaisnava, it's called IGM. How many rounds do you chant? 16. You only chant 16 rounds. You can't get perfection that way. You know, you have to chant 64 rounds. Where does it say that? Nowhere. Nowhere you can find any book that says you chant 64 rounds. Chaitanya Mangal, Chaitanya Charitamrita, anywhere. I challenge anyone to show me a verse. If you chant 64 rounds a day, you get siddhi, perfection. So my guru asked me to chant 16 rounds. I'm chanting 16 rounds, selling books and doing Harinam Sankirtan, raising a family and so much seva. And your guru told you to chant 64 rounds because you're not doing anything. You have no family, no kids. You're just going down the street begging a roti. And, you know, and that's, you know, no cook, you don't have a kitchen. You know, anything you do all day was sleep and chant 64 rounds. I had to work 8 hours, I had to commute 2 hours. I have a kid's family. But perfection is not numbers, perfection is bhav. Yam yam vavi sran bhavam chata yanti kaleram tam tam eti konte sada tat bhava bhavita. 8th chapter of Gita, verse 6. Krishna says, what's tested at the time of death? You don't show your clicker at the time of death. Yavadu's come, hold up a clicker. Look, it's got 10,000 numbers on it. I chant this many rounds. Okay, come on board, man. Get on a flower airplane. Get on Garuda. Go back to Vaikuntha. Sada tad bhava bhavita. You attain that bhavita, that condition, according to your bhav. Tad bhav, that bhav. That gopi bhav, that dasya bhav, that dasana dasa bhav you cultivate all throughout your life. That will be tested at death. So however it means you can develop the humble humility and seva bhav, that's your perfection. Washing pots all day, cooking Govinda's restaurant all day, selling books, chanting, raising a family, raising Vaishnavas. There's so many ways to attain perfection. It's not one way. In Bhakti Rasa Sindhu, Rupa Goswami said, any of the 9 limbs of Bhakti can give you a siddhi. Just hear Katha all day, you get siddhi. Main point is Guru Toshan, satisfaction of Guru. The Guru should be satisfied and pleased. Then your perfection is in your hand. You want to know? You go meet your Guru. Gurudev, I'm doing this and this and this. Are you pleased? Yes. Then you're in. That's it. Then you go in the marketplace. Oh, you're not chanting for them. Oh, yeah. So, like my Guru Maharaj said, don't go anywhere. If you have any questions, come to me. Don't go anywhere. Don't hear anybody. He always said, you can listen to someone if they speak according to Six Goswami siddhanta. The siddhanta of the Six Goswamis. If what they're saying you can find in Six Goswami books, then listen to them. If not, say Jaya. Move on. Wherever they are, the Gaudiya Vaisnava, Babaji, Sannyasi, Brahmachari, Vyasa, doesn't matter designation or position or institution. What is the content of the Katha? What is the connection? It must be connected, anugatya, with the acharyas of the Sampradaya. The 60 gurus, it says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Mangocharan, the 60 gurus for the entire Gaudiya Sampradaya are the 6 Goswamis. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and of course Das Goswami. Rupa Goswami is for some Madan, Abhideya, and Prayojan, and Raghunath Das is primarily for Prayojan. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Harvyakati. Should be eager and excited to study and follow the example of Rupa and Tulsi Mandri. Rupa and Rati Mandri, which means Tulsi Mandri, Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. They are acharyas. I had a nice analogy from my teacher one time. He said, the Supreme Court of India is the highest court. I hope you don't have to go there. That's going up to the top. And there's many lower courts. There's the district court of Mathura, there's the state court in Lucknow, there's different courts in different places. They all have different degrees of authority and prominence and influence. But the Supreme Court is the buck stops there. That's the final word. There's no appeal, nothing. Whatever they say, that's it. Go to jail, get out, whatever. So the Supreme Court for the Gaudiya Sampradaya is the 6 Goswamis. Some other guru, some other acharya, some other Goswami charges some mission. He may say this, he may say that. His opinion or his idea is like a lower court, like Mathura District Court, or UP Court in Lucknow, State Court. But what the Goswami said overrides everything else they say. That's one point. Another point is this is established by Jiva Goswami in Sandarbhas. What is our Mukhya Praman? What's our main Praman for Gaudiya Sampradaya? Srimad Bhagavatam, correct. Jiva Goswami makes this point in 300,000 verses called the Sandarbhas. 3 lakhs of verses, another 100,000 verses, other books he wrote or whatever. Anyway, he wrote 400,000 verses, most of them in the Satsang. And there he says, the Bhagavatam is the supreme authority. Anything else, if you read some other Vishnu Puran, or Skanda Puran, Padma Puran, or Upanishads, or any other Vedic Shastra that disagrees with the Bhagavatam, then we take priority of Bhagavatam over every other Shastra. Because what is the Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam was written, Vyasadeva compiled all the Vedas, and then he wanted to make a summary of the philosophy. The essential truth of the Vedas is called the Upanishads. This essential truth about the absolute reality is called Upanishads. They're very difficult to understand because it's very secret. It's written in sutras, very small verses, 3 words, Tattvamasi, and all these kind of things, Ham Brahmasmi, 2 or 3 words, Sarvakalvedam Brahma, and all these kind of statements. Rasa Vaisa. So then he wrote Vedanta Sutra, summarized all the Vedanta. All Vedanta, Sutra means small, summary, zip file. Vedanta Sutra is Vyasadeva zip file, all the Vedas. And he was okay with that. But then he said, this is very hard to understand. So how do I have to, people in Kali Yuga, Manda Samanda Matyo, they're stupid, they're slow, they can't figure things out. That's why I need computers and robots and all this stuff. So what should I do? So he thought, I'll write the Bhagavatam. So he wrote the Bhagavatam, and the Bhagavatam starts off with 2 verses from Vedanta Sutra in verse number 1. What are they? 2 phrases. Janmadyasya yata. That's one of it. Janmadyasya yata, and what else? Look at the verse in this book. I forget it. If I see a verse, I can remember it.
Satyam Param.
No, that's Brahma Gayatri. Dhimi is a verb for meditating on Gayatri. Vidme, Dhimi, and Prachodya. These are verbs for meditating on a Gayatri mantra. I'm talking about the first verse of the first chapter of the first canto. There's 2 phrases that are from the Vedanta Sutra. And come on,
Janmadhyasya.
Jade. Gopal. Gopal Bond stories. Akbar's servant, Gopal Bond. You're great. You're special. Okay, let's go. I can't remember. I don't recognize it. There's another phrase there. It's in the Gaudiya Vaisnava. It's described. I think it's Anvaya Itara. I think Anvaya Itara. I forget. Anyway, that's the idea. So Srimad Bhagavatam is a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. So therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam is the supreme form of spiritual knowledge, which summarizes all the Vedas. As it says, it starts off as the fruit of the Vedas. There's a tree has so many branches, those are all the Vedas. But the fruit of the tree is the mango. So the Bhagavatam is the juice of the mango. So anything we see in the Upanishads or other Puranas that don't agree with the Bhagavatam, we reject it. Jiva Goswami says that. So that we should. So therefore, going back to the point, this guru says that guru says this. We respect that, and if you're a disciple, then you follow that. But you can't establish that as Praman for the whole Gaudiya Sampradaya. The base of Praman for the Gaudiya Sampradaya is the teaching of the 6 Goswamis. So Samacharya says, we were in the spiritual world, we got envious of Krishna, we fell from the spiritual world. That's not what the Goswamis say. Goswami say the jiva, tatastha jiva is being eternally in the material world, not some border, some tata, some border between the material and spiritual, eternally in the Maya Jagat. But big acharyas over the last 100 years have said different ideas which are quite opposite of what the six Goswamis say. So what to do? According to Chaitanya Charitamrita, the six Goswamis are the six gurus of the whole Gaudiya Sampradaya. So we can ask the question, okay, your guru says that. But was your guru personally instructed by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? No. Well, Sanatana Goswami was personally instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He doesn't say that in Gaudiya Vaisnava and his Krishna Samhita and his other books. He doesn't say that we were in Krishna Lila and fell from Krishna Lila. He says we're eternally in the material world. Rupa Goswami says the same thing in Lago Bhagavatamrita. So now where do you stand? You follow your guru or you follow the six Goswami? You should follow your guru. Or you can ask him, why you're saying this and the books say that? This is a problem. So we should take our time before we take a guru. We should see the main qualification of guru. Shabde Pranishtam, it should be Brahmani, was it? Anyway, it should be fixed in the Shastra. Should know that he should be Nishta in the Shastra of the six Goswamis. This is the primary thing. Every other book is a takeoff on the six Goswami teaching. There's a famous book by Narottam Das Thakur called Prem Bhakti Chandrika. Every single verse in there can be traced out to the Goswami writing. There's nothing original in there. He wrote in simple in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, right? Bengali, that's right. He took the teaching of the six Goswamis, which are all Sanskrit. They didn't write anything in Bengali. And he put it in simple Bengali couplets and padas, poems, to summarize the Sambandha Abhidheya and Prayojana of the six Goswamis teaching. That's why it's just a masterpiece. Prem Bhakti Chandrika. But it's necessary to have commentaries by a qualified acharya. So fortunately in Hindi and Bengali and English and Russian, I think also, we have the commentaries of Sri Anantadas Babaji Maharaj, who was the Mahant for 50 years of Radha Kunda. He was in charge of Radha Kunda, Babaji's and the Gaudiya Sampradaya Radha Kunda. He gave great commentaries on the book. So by studying his commentaries, you get some idea of the vast ocean of knowledge and Ras and Bhav and Prem Bhakti Chandrika. I don't know what the question was, but that's the answer. Cooperation. So, cooperate with the six Goswamis. Okay, you guys are new. You have some questions? No. Yeah, yes, sir.
I have a question. So, you brought up a good point in terms of the contrast between what different personalities say versus the six Goswamis instruction. Like, Srila Prabhupada used this terminology very often of go back to Godhead, and I've heard so many people in ISKCON use his terminology as his statement of we came from the spiritual world, and so that's where we're going.
Right, yeah. That's what the English implies that.
And so could you explain the seeming discrepancy there between the statement of the Goswamis and the terminology that Prabhupada very often used?
You have to understand that everything is Kala, Desha, and Patra. Kala means the time, and Desh means the place, and Patra means recipient. Where we say, like someone says, who are you? You say, I'm a Kripa Patra of my Guru. Kripa Patra means I'm a recipient of mercy of my Guru. Who's your Guru's name? I'm not telling. Because you don't have to, Hari Katha says, you should keep your name of your Guru and your mantra secret. But that's, mantra is one thing, should be secret. A guru's name, you can say, fold your hands and bow your head and say, so you say, I'm a Kripa Patra, first of all, Ami Patita Jana. Ami Patita Jana, I'm a very fallen person, but I'm Guru Kripa Patra. A recipient, and my guru's name is Shripad Astasara Sata, whatever the name of the guru. Your hands are folded, your head's bent down. But nowadays, if you say, here you go, introduce my guru. There's no humility, there's no humble remembrance of the guru. Oh my God, praying Gopal Swami. But that's not what's taught in the Shastra or by Sadhana Acharyas in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. You read Bhakti Ratnakar, not Bhakti Ratnakar, you read Prem Vilas. I think it's Prem Vilas by Nityananda Das, who was a personal disciple of Janamata and traveled all over Bengal and around India wherever she went, Bengal, Orissa, or wherever, in the Vrindavan, for many years. In the appendix of his book, I think it's Prem Vilas, there's letters between Jiva Goswami and Narottam and Srinivas, and there's so much behavior and etiquette conveyed there. So there's so much with their language. I haven't received anything from you for a long time. I've been so worried. Is everything okay? I'm praying to Krishna that you're in good health. Very much love and compassion and care for one another, writing, not just some questions or answers. So in this, what did I tell you? I lost the train. Yeah, Kaladesh Patra. So the behavior comes down through the Gaudiya Sampradaya, that we fold our hands, we bow our head, and say, I'm the fortunate recipient of mercy from my Guru, who is so-and-so. That's the way to do it. So, what was the question?
Back home, back to God.
Oh, back home, back to God. So I'm saying that because Prabhupada went to America, started preaching in 1966. Everyone's basically Christian or Jew there. And they had the idea that the spiritual world is heaven. They were going to heaven. So Prabhupada, of course, he started Back to God in America. In India, 1944. So I don't know how, I think they must have got that idea from Bhakti Siddhanta. You can see in the Harmonist magazines by Bhakti Siddhanta, he also used the term Godhead. This is 1900s term, Godhead. It sounds rather strange in modern language, Godhead. So Prabhupada was trying to, it's an inspirational talk. Because one thing that we learned from Satyanarayana Das Babaji is when you read a Shastra, there's something called the direct meaning and the implied meaning. And then there's also the intention of the author. So when Vyasadeva is writing Bhagavatam, he's writing about kings. Kings have many wives. There's different stories. The king has so many, 10 wives, 50 wives. So the intent was, so someone reads the Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva said the king had 50 wives. I'm a rich guy, I'm like a king. It means I can have many wives, Bhagavatam says. But that's not the intention of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is writing about these kings to show what problem there is by having so many wives. It's a big problem. You shouldn't keep one wife and try, if you're going to keep any wives, if you're that stupid, to get married. Okay, fine, but keep one and try to attain God consciousness and try to get liberation. So the intention of the other. So what is Prabhupada's intention by saying back to God is it? Because Goswamis don't talk about this. In fact, there's verses in the Bhagavatam itself, in the 3rd canto, Kapila Shiksha, where Kapila Muni says, if there's no service in Vaikuntha, I don't want to go to Vaikuntha. 3rd canto, chapter 29, verse 26, or something like that. He said, if you offer me liberation, Salokya Mukti, Srubi Mukti, Samiti Mukti, but there's no service there, I don't want it. Because there are many people that go to Goloka who don't do any service. Not everyone's serving there. You can go to Goloka with personal desire. It's personal spiritual desire. This is described in Bhakti Sri Sindhu in the first part, chapter 2. There's two kinds of people who go to the spiritual world. One has some personal spiritual desires, and one is called Sevuttara. One's called Sevuttara. What's the other one called? No, not Kama, it's some other term. Prasad, want to enjoy the immersed Prasad Uttara. One devotee in the spiritual world is predominated purely by desire to serve Vishnu or Krishna, get pleasure. Another devotee goes to Hari Katha. He wants, yes, some personal, he'll do service if he's asked, but he just wants to be there. So this idea, going back to God, it's not bad. It's to inspire people. But it's really, as far as Gaudiya Sampradaya, on top of it, we don't care about, we have no interest in liberation. This is going back to God, is called Salokya Mukti. Salokya Mukti means liberation, to live on the same planet as Vishnu Krishna. Why? And so they preach like this. This place is miserable. It's a place of birth and death. We should get out of this material world. We should go to the spiritual world. So they preach like this, that getting out of the misery world, birth and death, Janma Mrityu Javyadi Dukkha Darsana Darshanam. Gita tells it's a place of misery, birth and death. So we should try to get out. So go back to God. So yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not this body, I'm Brahmasti, I'm a spiritual soul. I should get out of this miserable world. But that's not what Lord Chaitanya teaches. Lord Chaitanya doesn't say get out, he says get out of ego. How do you get out of ego? Shinadapi Snichena Chori Vashish Amani Manadena. No man, no self-respect, no pride, but give pride and respect to everyone else. And then always chant Krishna's name. So Lord Chaitanya preached, stay here, stay anywhere, but love Krishna. And love everyone. Love all, respect all, serve all. Nadanam Najam. Mama Janmani. Where is back to Godhead there in Shikshastakam? We're Gaudiya Vaisnava. Gaudiya Vaisnava is words of Lord Chaitanya. He's our God. He's Radha Krishna Yugal. Radharani's Bhav and Kanti and Krishna Srupam with Radharani's Bhav and Kanti, color. But he's preaching, take birth after birth, okay, no problem. But do Bhagavan Bhakti. Do Bhagavan Bhakti. Do devotion, service to Krishna. When a devotee comes to the platform, this idea of getting out, getting away from misery, is all with the Kanishta Bhakta. If you have this idea and you have this paranoia and this fear of the material world, it means you're a Kanishta Bhakti, you haven't become a Madhyam Adhikari. Your faith is not developed. When your faith develops, one of the symptoms of developed faith is you become Nishta Bhakti, Nishtita Bhakti. One of the symptoms of Nishtita Bhakti is that you're realizing Krishna so much that you're confident wherever you are, however you are, you'll be with Krishna. I don't have to go anywhere. Krishna's enshrined in my heart forever. He's never leaving my heart. My Guru has established him there, and Krishna is manifested there by my Bhakti Bhajan, by the mercy of my Guru. So I'm born here in India, I'm born anywhere, in Indraloka, Pataloka, I'll do Bhakti. That's the conviction. That's called that's Nishta. But the Sri Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and Prem. So this everyone is like someplace. I said, many times I meet devotees, I said, what is your ambition? Why are you practicing spiritual life? I want to go back to Godhead. Well, what do you want to achieve by your Bhakti Bhajan? Most everyone says, I want to go back to Godhead. I said, why? I say, why? Oh, you know, I got the magazine, you know. Magazine says back to God. Okay. Any other reason? God is more important than love. God means power, justice. Love means mercy. So the real preaching of Gaudiya Vaisnava is one who's satisfied in bhakti and ecstatically satisfied in bhav and praying. Ecstasy comes with bhav and praying, but satisfaction comes with bhakti. I'm satisfied. You talk about Atmaram Munis. Bhakti is the greatest Atmaram Muni. What is the Atman? Atman is body, mind, and soul. So one who's doing Bhakti Bhajan, his body is happy, his mind is happy, his soul is happy. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Go back. So when I meet people like that, I say, good, go. Go. And I meet many people in Vrindavan. I said, why are you living in Vrindavan? Oh, because if I die here, I'll go back to God. I said, die now. Make room, go out of here and we'll knock down the building and live in plant trees. Let everybody in Vrindavan go back to God. Good, I'll take birth here again next time, enjoy all the trees, and walk around Govardhan. I don't have any trouble. I'm here in Vrindavan, I take another birth if I'm fortunate to live in Vrindavan. Or if I live outside, I'll come back here as soon as I can. As soon as I can walk, I'll walk back to Vrindavan. I'll jump on a boat and go to England and walk from England to India. Overland. So, fear and bhakti don't go together. There's no fear. Who is the founder of ISKCON? The embodiment of fearlessness. Abhay Charan. So hold the feet of Prabhupada and become fearless. Prabhupada wasn't afraid of death, wasn't afraid of rebirth, he didn't have any fear at all. So why is everybody so much afraid about rebirth? Miseries of the material world? What are you talking about? I don't see anybody looking miserable in this room. I see smiling faces, shiny heads. The guy's got a shiny head. Study session moment. I see twinkling eyes and smiled faces. So what's the misery? Okay, you're married, you're a little miserable. That's to be expected. So you should have known that before you got married, but you know, that's part of the contract. Marriage, husband plus wife equals marriage plus misery. Give or take some, more or less. Anyway, that's okay. But do bhakti, you'll be happy. So everyone's doing bhakti, they're happy. They say the proof of the kheer is in the tasting. I made some kheer. Try it. Is it good? I don't know. Well, if you don't know, then I'm not going to taste it. Because if you're the kind of cook, you make something, you don't know if it's good, then no thank you. I've got the programs in Delhi for some of these guys, you know. They say, Maharaj, we made this sweet rice over to Gopal. It's really nice. I said, is it good? I guess so. I hope so. I said, you don't know? Was Gopal smiling when you all heard it or what? I couldn't tell. Okay, you take it. Where's the confidence? Where's the competence and confidence? If you're a competent cook, a qualified cook, then you know it's good. Take it. Okay. Conviction makes conviction. If you're convinced, you can convince others. If you're not convinced, then be quiet. Don't make any noise. Okay, I don't know where we are with that one. My brother has a favorite phrase. He said, wherever you are, that's where you are. He signs his letters like that. It's not so loving and personal and compassionate as Srila Prabhupada. You're ever well-wisher. That's really sweet and intimate and kind. Wherever you are, that's where you are. Needless to say, he's strongly influenced by Zen Buddhism. He was a hippie, and he met Prabhupada in Thompson Square Park, like that. He lived right down the street from the temple, 1967 or 66. He had a 45-minute conversation with Srila Prabhupada. I never talked one word. I saw him a few times, 20, 30 times in lectures and whatnot. So, but he's not so fired up. But he has that great treasure. 45 minutes, two were sitting on a bench in the park. Wherever you are, that's where you are. I said, you're in Maya, that's where you are. I write his letter back. I said, if you don't know where you are, I'll tell you, you're in Maya, that's where you are. He's not that bad though. He came here to Radha Kunda, spent 3-4 days here. Went on Braj Yatra with 250 Russians, 2008 or something like that. A long time ago. So he was pretty bathed in Yamuna and Govind Sukund and Radha Kunda, Shamana, Pavan Sarovar, Pring Sarovar. He went everywhere. So he enjoyed it. Next life he'll be here. I'll see him next life. I'll meet him on the Gaudiya Vaisnava. Hey, you look familiar. Yeah. Where are you from? Oh, last night I was born in America. Yeah, me too. Did you have a brother? Yeah, I had a younger brother. I had an older brother. Oh, that's better. Not. What's the question? Baba, you're a pretty smart guy, always asking questions.
Later I will ask you a question ahead.
Okay. You got 500 questions there? You just let me get warmed up first.
I want to understand what is anugatya in the real practical meaning. How can we understand anugatya?
What does anu mean?
Follow?
You're right. What does gatya mean?
Walking?
It means moving, means goal, destination. And we say param gati, the supreme destination. Param gati, gati and gati are the same word, same mode. So, anugatya, that's, bhakti is all about that. And Bhakti Rasmi, the question is asked, can you rephrase the question again? What do we mean by anugatya?
Practically, like how will we demonstrate that we have anugatya or we don't have anugatya?
Okay. What is the practical proof that I have anugatya or I don't have anugatya? Practical proof is, of course, you have to make the question a little more specific, that I have anugatya in relation to spiritual practices, because there's anugatya husbands and wives, and anugatya in business, anugatya in spiritual life, or in spiritual sadhana. So anugatya means, first of all, you can't follow someone you don't know. You can't follow someone you don't know. I say, follow that guy. You go, what guy? Oh, that guy. Where's that guy? What's his name? Where does he live? So we're supposed to follow Krishna and follow Guru. So first of all, you have to find out who is Krishna. So you have to read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Then you understand who's Krishna. And then you can choose whether you want to follow him or not. So when you read the Bhagavatam and read the Gita, Krishna's going to say, listen, you're reading about me, and you're learning about me, but if you really want to know about me, you have to surrender to a guru and follow a guru. Chapter 4, Gita, verse 34.
Tadvidhi pranipate
Tina, Pariprasthena Sevaya, Udakshanti Te Ganam, Jnana Stavara. If you want to really know me fully, you have to surrender to Guru. Rupa Goswami says that's the beginning of bhakti. What's the first step of bhakti? Is it chanting 60 rounds on Java? No.
Ado Guru Padash.
Ado Guru Padashraya. Ado Guru Pad Ashraya. Take Ashraya. Ashraya means shelter of the feet of Guru. That's in Bhakti Rasmi Jasindha by Rupa Goswami. Bhakti Anga number 1. And then what's number 2? Diksha. Number 3, Shiksha. And number 4, Vishrambhena Guru Seva. Serve the Guru with respect and loving intimacy. A blend of formality and respect, and loving intimacy and closeness. Closeness of heart and mind, not body. It's not that you go to bed with the Guru. That's not the idea. But Vishramba, because Shramba means official, but V means without officiality. So it's an interesting word. Vishramba, that's the 4 limbs of bhakti. First 4 limbs of bhakti are all Guru. Then the Guru might say, should I chant 60 rounds a day? Let's say, how many hours do you have free from your wife, from your kids, from your family, from your job? How many hours a day do you have to do bhakti sadhana? I say, I have 1. I have 1 hour, if you're lucky. Okay, you chant 4 rounds a day, read Bhagavatam. You won't just say some robotic thing, 60 rounds. It's not some magic formula. Oh, it's good if you have time. But the Guru should make sure that the foundation of any bhakti is Shravana. Because the first limb of bhakti is Shravana, not Kirtan. So you can't do any Kirtan, proper Kirtan, without Sambandha Gyan, without knowledge of Kirtan, knowledge of Tattva, knowledge of Bhagavan. So following means following the Shastra and following the Guru's teaching. There's a famous prayer to glorify the Guru by Narottam Das Thakur called Sri Guru Vandanam. What's the verse?
Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chintete Koriyajya.
Thank you. What does that mean? Tell it, go in there. Translate in your own words. Guru Mukha Padma.
The instructions of given by the Guru, which are coming from his lotus face, has to be made one with our chitta, means one with our subconscious mind and heart. One has to make that. That is the...
Yeah, we have to take it. It's interesting because it says Guru Mukha Padma Chitete Kori Aika. Aika means ache. Ekdotin. Aika means ache, 1. And Chitta means, Chitta is an aspect of the mind. There's one verse in all Prabhupada's books I searched folio, it's in 2nd canto, it's in the commentary. He talks about Chitta. Because generally when you look at Gita, it describes 8 coverings of the Atma. 5 are gross and 3 are subtle. Bhumira Apona Lovayu Kamana Mudarevacha. Hankara Eti Yame Bina Praktarastata. 8 energies are covering the Atma. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, man, buddhi, hankar. They're subtle. Shukra sphere and linga sphere. But there's a 9th one. The 9th one is Chitta. And Prabhupada mentions that one commentary in the 2nd canto. I searched all his books, but it's a very important principle in Yoga Shastra. Satyanarayana Swami defines Chitta as the unconscious mind. It's a very significant statement that Narottam is making here. Because there's 2 minds. There's a conscious mind, there's unconscious mind. Unconscious mind is the storehouse of all our samskaras. All our samskaras and our aparabdha karma, and our prarabdha karma, aparabdha karma, kutambija, sanchit karma, and kriyamana karma. All those karmas are stored in the unconscious mind, which is called Chitta. So Narottam Das Thakur is saying that the instructions of the Guru should be one with our unconscious mind. Because if you accept the teaching with the conscious mind, what are the functions of the conscious mind?
Accepting and rejecting.
Sanskrit. Sankalpa.
Sankalpa, vikalpa.
These are my fine students. I had to give them props sometimes. So the conscious mind, which is, I like pizza, I don't like pizza. I like buckwheat. I don't like buckwheat. I like samosas, I don't like samosas. That's conscious mind. I like you, I don't like you. Accept and reject. Accept sankalpa, reject vikalpa. So if you accept the Guru's teachings in your mind, you'll accept them today and reject them tomorrow. So Narada says, you should make your unconscious mind, not your conscious mind. Your unconscious mind should be one with the teaching of the Guru. That's called anugatya. That's the answer to your question. You have to accept with your unconscious mind the deepest part of your shit. You have to make a new samskara. Samskaras are made and carried over life after life. So everything you're doing, making a bhog offering to your Gopal deity, and raising your kids as bhaktas, and wearing tilak, and chanting and study, that's creating bhakti samskaras. And gradually they will replace all the other ones will finish by bhakti bhajan. That verse is there in Brahma Samhita.
Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti.
Karmadi nirhati kintu cha bhakti bhajan. It's like verse, look it up, I think it's verse 59.
Yastvendra gopa matavendra mahosta karma.
Yeah, it's a whole long thing. Indragopa, that's the one, Indragopa, from Brahma to...
Yastvendra gopa matavendra mahosta karma.
Yes, from the biggest guy to the littlest guy. From Brahma to Indragopa. Indragopa is a little, pinpoint insect, red color, crawls around the ground. And the deer in the wintertime in Vrindavan, the Indragopa collect under the trees, and they're red in color. And another Vrindavan Shambhu, Kavi Karnapur says, the deer see the Indragopa, they think it's rubies. So it's red, so it must be warm there. So they go to warm up their feet. The deer walk over there, oh look all these rubies, it must be Suryakantmani. Suryakantmani must be warm. So they go stand there, and they get nothing. It's just little red insects. Verse 54. Karmani nirhati, that's great verse, I love it. Nirhati means kill, smash, destroy all your karma. Only bhakti. Other forms of sadhana, yoga sadhana, gyan sadhana, karma, they can't destroy the karma. Only bhakti. They can destroy the prarabdha karma, but not the other karmas. That's why yogis fall. Because they take another birth and the aprarabdha karma becomes prarabdha. But bhakti, everything is wiped out by bhakti bhajan. Cheto dharma marjanam, a whole subconscious mind. Cheta, that word means consciousness. Consciousness means, unconscious mind means shit. The whole consciousness is cleansed by Hari Krishna Mahamantra. No chance for rebirth. There's no karma, there's no birth. I need some water. Should I answer that question? No, that's good. It's going to be Chanda this year. It's going to be a really cold winter. Need more blankets? 9 blankets? I think I said 7. And then a cave. Caves are warm in the winter, cool in the summer. Some of my students live in caves. They live underground. It's a room, but it's underground. Question. What's the time?
4:15.
4:15.
Thank you. You guys in the back there have a question?
Kind of following the same last question. So, we, as householders, we have so many responsibilities. So, in order to change those samskaras, doing our activities for the pleasure of Krishna, for the pleasure of Guru, as a mood of servant of our families and this or that, this is a part of our bhakti bhajan that changes those samskaras? Is that the mood?
Nice question. The question is asked that if someone is a Grihastha Vaishnava, say Gaudiya Vaisnava or Vaishnava, and they're doing their basic duty as a Grihastha, maintaining their family, working and producing children, raising children, education, and working, traveling, everything they're doing. Is that also limbs of bhakti which are acting to purify our subconscious mind, our chitta, and creating bhakti samskaras? The answer is a 100% convincing yes. In Bhakti Sandarbha, this point is described quite a bit, and also in the commentaries of Satyanarayana Das Babaji. These are all part of bhakti. Sleeping is bhakti. Because you're sleeping, you have energy to serve the next day. Your working is bhakti because you're feeding your wife who's a devotee, and your kids and yourself are devotees. Everything a devotee does is only bhakti. As long as you're following the principles. And there's two things here. There's two important lessons. This basically is lessons of Gita. You do your duty, but the verse is there in 9:3 or Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu.
8:7.
8:7. Look it up. Krishna tells Arjuna on the battlefield, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mama Nushmara Yudhyacha. 8:7. So this verse he says, at all times remember me and fight. So your battlefield is, Ramareji. Chaitanya Vihar, whatever I call it. Or whatever. And your battlefield is online business. So whatever. Wear headphones, listen to kirtan, and do big business on the internet. Tasmat 8 chapter Gita verse 7. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. All time. Mam anusmara. Anusmara means remember me moment after moment. You just and fight. So two things when you're, whoever you are, single or married or other, do your duty, do your seva, whatever your seva is. There's different sevas for different ashrams, and different positions of different sevas. But the common thing is, for every Vaishnava, whatever your position is, whatever seva you do, two things every Vaishnava must do. Must always remember Krishna and not be attached. This is the teaching of Gita. Love your wife. Like Prabhupada once said, what is Grihastha life? Grihastha life means learning the art of showing affection without attachment. What? That's yoga. That's really yoga. That's Maha-yogi. You love a wife, you're embracing your wife, you're kissing your wife, you're producing children, but I'm not attached. My wife. You're attached like anything. Anyway, somehow Krishna works it out. That's the good news. Because a lot of bhakti, all that chanting, it's not going to go to waste, that's for sure. So we should be careful about attachment and always think of Krishna. in whatever way we can. By having a picture on our computer, looking at Krishna, saying, Krishna, I really like to spend some quality time with you, chanting your holy name, singing kirtan, reading shastra. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to wash the clothes, I have to take the kids to school. So many things. But Krishna, my whole objective of my life is to please you and love you and come to you someday, somehow. And Krishna, because the main thing that every devotee has to cultivate is abhiman. Abhiman. In Bhakti Sandarbha by Jiva Goswami, verse number 307.
केवल अभिमान सिद्धिर्भवति
Keval Abhiman Siddha Prapti or something like that.
Siddhir Bhavati.
Siddhir Bhavati. Who's a teacher, you or me? Sometimes I wonder. It gets blurred sometimes. He says in 307 Anuchate that by having the right Abhiman, you can attain siddhi, you attain perfection. So that's why I'm saying the most important aspect of bhakti is not 10,000 rounds a day, one chickpea, eat pizza all day long, chant 16 rounds, whatever you want to do. But the mentality, you should have the mentality of a bhakta, humility, compassion, love, seva bhav. Be saturated with seva bhav. You know, like when you get some, you know, like you want your food saturated in ghee. You know, you want to record dripping with ghee, you know. So our bhakti should be saturated with seva bhav. So the main thing is don't be attached and develop the right attitude. The attitude of remembering Krishna every moment and doing your service. And because Krishna says, when it's 8-7, Arpita, Maya Arpita Mano Buddhi Mama. He said, you Arpita, you offer and worship, you offer me your mind and intelligence. And you'll come to me without a doubt. A samshaya, no doubt. Remember me at all times and fight. With your mind and intellect fixed on me, you should come to me without fail. The whole idea of chanting japa is to get a pure mind, that we can fix our mind and intelligence on Krishna. If we can do that, there's no need to chant japa anymore. There's many great saints don't chant japa, but their minds never move from Krishna. They're always meditating on Leela, not saying japa. There's like Nirjan, Bhajan, and Nandis. But they're preaching, they're always showing an example of chanting japa and doing it also. I know many great saints from Vrindavan. I don't think they chant much, but they're great saints. Visibly they don't chant. There's a whole story which the Bombay devotees ISKCON told. You know the story of Prabhupada. You know, everyone remember the story? Prabhupada's in his room. ISKCON Jew Bhima and other senior devotees have told this story because they were eyewitnesses or they heard about it from Giriraj Maharaj or whoever was there at the time. Prabhupada was in a room darshan during 74-75 in Mumbai, India, ISKCON, Juhu Beach, and the construction was still going on. Prabhupada was sitting in an unfinished room. There was a lot of drilling and still building going on. And they moved in anyway. And Prabhupada was talking to some life members came in and had darshan. Prabhupada was talking to them. And some devotees came in to discuss business, temple business, and money and payments and cement and steel, all these things. Prabhupada was talking about cement and steel and money, and for about 20 minutes, the life members were sitting there. And then they left, the devotees left, and Prabhupada attended to his guests. And one guy, Indian guy, raised his hand. He said, Swamiji, you're the founder of the Hari Krishna movement. You're world famous Jagat Guru, Mahapurush. That's the way Indians talk, you know. You're Mahapurush, great, of course it's true also. Mahapurush, great saintly person. But I've been here for 20 minutes and I didn't hear you chant Hare Krishna. You're just talking steel, cement, and money and all that. So he said, Prabhupada said, come here. put your ear to my back. He put his ear to his back. He said, he's chanting. He's chanting. Inside his back I hear, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Say it properly. No, he didn't say that. He just said, Hari Krishna, Hare Rama. The guy was like hysterical. He was bewildered, like me, astonished. Ashcharya. Wow, 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 wow. You know. So that's the idea. Prabhupada is doing so many things, but his mind never moves from Krishna. Even inside, his heart is always saying Hare Krishna. So he has to become like that. That's the goal. So do whatever you do, but don't be attached to your people. But they're all devotees, so it's not bad. Like one time there was one devotee to join ISKCON Vrindavan. He was born in Vrindavan. His name was Balaram Sharma, Indian person. Balaram Sharma. Later got initiated. His name was Krishna Balaram Das. Now he's a big sannyasi and big mahant and Jagat Guru. He has some temple in Vrindavan and other places. His name is Krishna Balaram Swami. And Prabhupada was giving a lecture on 5th canto of Bhagavatam. Swavid, no, not that. Bomajidi, what's that word? College charge, right? People worship their land of birth. I think 7th canto. How does it start?
Yasyatma buddhir kunapetri.
Yeah, Yasyatma buddhi kunapetri radhake.
Swati kalatra shubhome. Yastidya buddhi salilena karichit. Janyanesha vignesha sayeva gokara.
These guys were South Indian Brahmins, and they memorized the Gita when they were 5 years old. And Bhagavatam, they're really smart guys. It's embarrassing. That's why I keep my right hand bad, my left hand bad. No. I know I'm kind of weak, but these guys are strong. Anyway, Prabhupada was preaching on this verse, and he said, Boma Ijya Di. The word Ijya means puja. The word Ijya means puja. Di means intelligence. Buddhi means thinking. Boma means my place of birth, my land of birth. Italy is great. So he was giving his lecture in the temple. We should not be attached to our place of birth. It's Maya. We should be attached to Krishna and Gaudiya Vaisnava and try to go to the spiritual world. We should have to give up this main source of bondage. And so Balaram, Dr. Balaram was in the audience. Your place of birth is Maya. Don't be attached. So I'm born in Nandagram. He's singing, I'm born in Nandagram. My parents moved to Vrindavan. My father's a Brahmin, he's a Jyotishi. And Prabhupada, you said we shouldn't be attached to our place of birth. But you know, I'm born in Vrindavan. I'm really attached to Nandagram, Varsana, Yamuna, Giriraj. Prabhupada started laughing. That's okay. He said, that's okay. But anything else is not okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Ananda Kunda Bhagavan Sri Krishna ki Jai. Well, what more? Are we about to unleash the Russian latest atomic bomb? Nuclear scientist has a 5-page notebook of questions. Like one time, I went to see Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj from Gaudiya Vaisnava. He was a good friend of Prabhupada. Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj. He had a temple in Sevakunj. And he had many disciples from Italy. He went to Italy also, and back in 1990s or so, early 2000 or so, a long time ago. This is about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And I used to go see him before Kartik and other times, just he and I together. And Kartik and Gorpani many times devotees came, his disciples. They were crowded in the room. He had a room upstairs above the gate of the entrance to his temple. There's an old temple there by Sevakunj, Vrindavan. And so I went there and the room was packed with Italian disciples. And whenever I went to see Maharaj, I always had, I'd go with questions. And so I always had, he would say, "Have any questions?" I said, "Yeah." I say, "I say, how many questions you have?" "I have a few." I had like 25 questions. I go, boom, 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 boom. He said, "You have another question?" I said, "One more." He said, "Can I ask another one?" "Yeah, okay." That's about 10. I said, "Another, okay." So I went there once, the room was packed with with Italians. I sat in the back, because they're already there and they're disciples. I'm nobody, I'm just some sannyasi from ISKCON. So I'm sitting in the back, real quiet. "Yeah, hey, my name is, why are you sitting in the back? Come up here." I said, "Oh, your disciples, I don't want, let them go, I'll ask you later." "I'll come, don't worry about it. You can't set right at his feet." So I was like, and I was looking at who is this guy, He's not one of us, He's an old guy from ISKCON, So I was like this. And he looked at me and said, "You have any questions?" I said, "Yeah, but let everybody else." "No, don't worry about that. That's your question." "Don't worry about that. That's your question." "Okay." I listened to 20 questions. I said, I asked for 2, and he said, "Yeah, you want?" I said, "Yeah, no, I don't worry about that. Ask your question." So I'm ready.
Many of them, but this is for private conversation later
Okay.
Can I ask, in following to that Anugatya, so it is said that you have only one Diksha Guru, but you can have many Shiksha Gurus. So when we do Anugatya, how can we do Anugatya for many, especially if our Guru has been Nitya Leela Pravesh, then?
The servant of all is the servant of none. Basically, you should go to one mall and buy everything you need. Go to one shopping mall, buy dog food. You have a dog. Buy your stockings, buy your socks, buy your food, buy your stereo, buy everything. So it's best to have Diksha Shiksha Guru 1. Because even then, if you read Bhakti Sandarbha 283, Anushade 283, it says the Shiksha Guru should only be taken with the permission and blessing of the Diksha Guru. The Diksha Guru is God. Acharya Mavijanya. The word Acharya means Diksha Guru in that 11th canto verse in Uddhava Gita, Krishna's teaching through the Acharya Mavijanya. You should know the Guru is me. So, Jiva Goswami Pad says, you can take Shiksha Guru 1 or 2 or whatever you want, but there's some qualification. 1, he should be verbally approved by your Diksha Guru. Number 2, his function is to clarify and to help you understand the Shiksha of your Diksha Guru. Not that he teaches something diametrically opposed to the teaching of your Diksha Guru. That's not right. That's called prostitution. It's unchaste. It's an unchaste wife. Someone who doesn't follow the Diksha Guru is called unchaste. That's the term they use in Sadhu Samaj. So we have to be chaste, loyal and chaste to our Guru. That's why Manjari, one of the biggest qualities of Manjari is loyalty to Radharani. Even Krishna test, Usulanila Mani by Rupa Goswami, there's a test of Mani Manjari. Mani Manjari is taken one day by Lalita Sakhi and some other Sakhi into the forest. Krishna is in a kunja, waiting in the forest alone. And so So Lita goes in with Mani Manjari into the forest, and he says, Krishna's somewhere in this forest waiting for Radharani. Let's try to find him. So by chance they find Krishna in the Kunja. And then they know where he is. They say, okay, we'll tell Radharani you're here. So then Lita came out and said, Mani Manjari, Krishna's all by himself. There's no one around. Why don't you go and serve Krishna? You're a young, attractive Manjari. You go in there and serve him. He'll be happy to be with you. And she said, no, I can give Krishna anything. I can do any service for Krishna. I'll give anything to Krishna, but I won't give my body to Krishna. My body belongs to Radharani. So that's okay. Our bodies also belong to Radharani. Radharani personally sends Krishna to us. After she enjoys Krishna Kunj, she goes to sleep. She says, Krishna, go see Lita, go see Vishaka. So it's okay, it's not, come on, no, come on. One girl, she, no, I'm adamant, I'm not going. So they couldn't woo her, they couldn't seduce her to go enjoy with Krishna. So they went back to tell Radharani, you should see the loyalty of Mani Manjari. That's the kind of loyalty a Shishya should have for his Diksha Guru. Like Mani Manjari's loyalty to Radharani, any Manjari, any Shishya should have loyalty to the Diksha Guru. If you're Diksha Guru, you need a Shishya Guru, it means you don't have the right Diksha Guru. In one sense. Like my Guru is a Pandit, and he did 80 years of bhajan in Vrindavan. He's born in a Brahmin family. He's Bal Brahmachari whole life. So I don't need any other Guru. I take Shiksha, but I don't need it. I have a one-stop shop. You have this phrase, one stop. In my shop you get everything. Pizza, ice cream, shoes, anything. I got everything in my shop. Although it's spelled S-A-D. Sadguru spelled S-A-D, which in English means sad, dookie. But Sadguru is not dookie. He's Suki. He's a non-jiva. sad Guru.
Further to this, when we say that we should honor every Vaishnava and we should...
Manidena Kirtanaya Sadhari. What does that mean? Manidena means give respect to everyone, honor, respect everyone, even a dog. Bhakta dog, Bhakta monkey, Bhakta everyone. What is Sigo Vaishnava? Honor, respect is one thing. Vaishnava should be served. One thing is honor, service, another thing. Give them prasadam, give them a donation, give them gifts. Dati pratigrinati bhukte bhoje te seva. What's the rest?
Dadati pratigrhnati
Yamakyati prachati bhunte bhojate seva shadvidam kriti lakshana.
What's the third line?
Bhunte bhojate.
Oh, bhukte bhoje te seva.
Guhyamakyati prachati. Second line.
Second line.
Guhyamakyati prachati.
Guhyamakyati prachati. Inquire confidentially. So this is a service we do to Vaishnava. Honor us everywhere. It's not that we honor Vaishnavas, no honor Advaita bodies. We honor everyone, respect everyone, respect the dog, monkey, cat, flea. Mosquito fell in my toilet. He was swimming around the toilet. I scooped him out, took him outside. I forget. One is Shastra Chakshus, and the other is, I guess, you have two, he gives you another one. There's two eyes. I forget, I can't think of it. Anyway, the Guru gets eyes. It's like we have a phrase in America. If you have a cow at home, you don't buy milk in the market. You have a cow at home, you don't buy milk in the market. So you have a proper Diksha Guru, you're cool. You're satisfied. You can take another Diksha Guru also. If your Diksha Guru is not satisfactory, you can take another one. That's in 207 Anushade, Bhakti Sandarbha. There's Aneka Guru. Aneka means any number of gurus. Aneka, Diksha Guru. Mahabharata, and Mahabharata has a whole section about causes for rejecting Diksha Guru. He's envious of other Vaishnavas. He won't allow you to take shiksha from other Vaishnavas. That's a big one. Some gurus are very possessive. No, don't go here from them. I had one friend of mine, he was in ISKCON, which I was also for 38 years. I'm indebted to ISKCON. He came from Bombay, and he brought his computer to me. He showed a letter. I'll show you a letter I got from my guru. Oh, you're going from Bombay to Vrindavan on Yatra. Okay, so you make sure you stay in the Krishna Balaram, he's a brahmachari. Stay in Krishna Balaram temple, and stay with the devotees. And if you go to Radha Kunda, make sure you don't meet Mahanidhi Swami. So he showed me the letter. I said, who's this Mahanidhi Swami? He said, you should meet him. He said, I know, I'm not. Your name's Madan Gopal Das. My name's Madan Gopal Das Babaji. Also my name is there also. So he made a point to show me the letter when he arrived. He came here for 3 days to get shiksha. That's what I see. I'm a servant of the Vaishnavas. So that's not the proper etiquette to deny sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha.
Sarva Shastra Ko, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha.
Wherever you can find it, what's that verse? Actually, Krishna, wherever you can find bhakti, you should run there. Krishna Matir, Mulya, Krishna Jala Mulya, Bhakti Sandarbha. Bhakti Rasmi is in there. Wherever you can find bhakti, you should run there. I'll see if I can find it. Do you know the verse? It's a famous verse from Bhakti Rasmi is in there. Well, there's a lot of verses here, a lot of words Krishna, I don't know, can't find it. Oh, there it is, I think this is it. Great verse. Wish I had a great mind. Remember it. I know. I did one time, but why? Oh, excuse me, it's not from, it's Rupa Goswami, and it's quoted in Mana Shiksha, and also Madhya Lila, chapter 8, which are the two most important chapters for the Gaudiya Vaisnava, Ramananda Sambhag, chapter 8, Madhya Lila, and Adi Lila, chapter 4. It's quoted Madhya Lila, chapter 8, verse 70, and Padyavali, verse 14, by Rupa Goswami. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. You guys should learn this one. We'll put this in your file. Hard drive. 2.8.70. Chaitanya Chaudhary. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Kriyatam yadi kutopi labhyate, tacha lodhyam abhimulyam ekalam janma koti sukriter nalabhyate. If you find someone whose consciousness is full of the mood of the gopis, then anywhere you can find it, you should at once buy it without delay. So if someone tells you don't associate with someone who talks about the gopis, That's going against the teaching of Rupa Goswami. The only price to get this Gaudiya Bhava is lolium, intense longing, transcendental greed to attain Gaudiya Bhava. Without this divine greed, it cannot be attained even by performing karma, bhakti, vaidhi bhakti for millions of births. Jama koti sukriter labhyate. Sukriti is defined as vaidhi bhakti in this context. The Sanskrit words have many meanings. Sukriti means beautiful, means pleasing, it means many things, Sukriti. Like it says in the 12th chapter of 10th canto, the coward boys became coward boys of Krishna by heaps of pious activities. It's translated in BBT Gita and BBT Bhagavatam. In other words, they were sadhakas in their lifetime. Before Krishna, Prakat Lila, they were doing sadhana bhakti, but they were cultivating sakirati, with the desire to become gopas in Krishna Lila. So they took birth in Krishna's Prakat Lila as gopas, coward boys, and got to play with Krishna in sakirati. So it says that they Janma Sukriti Labhyate. They attain Krishna's service, it says, by heaps, mountains of pious activities. But in the commentary by Jiva Goswami, he said, pious activities can never give you Krishna Bhakti. The word Sukriti here means beautiful activities which please Krishna. Where Sukriti means beautiful, Sukriti means good deeds. Kriti means deeds, actions. Su means good, beautiful. It means beautiful actions which please Krishna, which means Vaidhi Bhakti, which means Raganuga Bhakti. If you practice Raganuga Bhakti, you become a Brijvasi. So this verse is there. If you can find someone who's absorbed in Madhurati and Gaudiya Bhava, you should run there. You can't, because you can't get this by millions of lifetimes of Vaidhi sadhana. It's totally false idea, totally incorrect. There's no shastric proof that by doing Vaidhi Bhakti, eventually it turns into Rag Bhakti. No way. In first wave, second chapter, verse 309, Bhakti Rasmita Sindhu, it says, Matra Labhaika Hetuka, that Lova for Krishna, Raganuga Bhakti, the only cause, Matra Labhaika Hetuka, the only cause, Hetu means cause, and Matra means only, and Lova means to acquire. The only cause for attaining greed is Bhagavan Karuna, Bhakta Karuna. By the mercy of Bhagavan directly, he hits it in your heart, you get greed for worshipping Radha Krishna, or from a bhakta. From someone who has greed, you can get it. Otherwise, never. I know devotees in this country who've been practicing Vaidhi sadhana for 55 and 60 years. They have no idea about Rag Bhakti and no idea about Braj Bhakti. So it's not a given. It's not a given. It's simply Vaidhi sadhana. Eventually it matures. Eventually when? Eventually when? Never. Without the touch of Kripa from Vaishnava or Krishna. This is a Shastra Praman. Anybody who says differently is talking through their hat, as we say in America. Talking through your hat. You're supposed to talk to your mouth. Your hat. Your top hat goes, whoa. It's all hot air, no substance, no backing, no truth. Empty talk. I think it's 5 o'clock, I feel so.
10 minutes.
More.
4:51.
I have a question on this,
Okay,
if you don't mind.
I don't mind. You mind? You're good?
I'm relishing. I want to hear
Okay.
more.
Okay.
So we're talking of Rag Bhakti. Only a devotee who has or Bhagavan can give. So how do we know that we have real lobha? That lobha is real. It's not just desire or like a
It is a desire.
No, what I mean is like that it's you're not
The word is
manufacturing-
okay.
manufacturing it in your head that I have some lobha or whatever. I want it, right? A bhakta may want it, but that doesn't mean that they have it.
You're right. The question
So
is,
how do we know we have it?
how do we know? Okay, let's find out. The question is, how do we know we have it? Open your wallet. You have money, you don't have money. So the question is, how do we know we have greed to worship Radha and Krishna in the mood of a Gopi of Vrindavan like Lita Vishaka, Rupa Rati Mandri? How do we know we have it? This same idea is there in the section, first part of Bhagavad Gita Sindhu, chapter 2, verse 294 to 296, describes in essence Raghunuga Bhakti, which is further elaborated and commented on by Raghvardhan Chandrika, by Vishnu Chakravarti Pad. That's an elaboration on those 4 verses. So there in the commentary of Jiva Goswami on those verses, he says, the verse says, if one hears Shruti, Shrute, if one hears about the Brishvasis, the gopis love for Radha Krishna, and feels some attraction. In the commentary, Jiva Goswami says, Kincha Anubhuti. Kincha Anubhuti means a little. Kincha means slight. Kincha means little. Slight attraction, experience, realization. That's the starting, that's the proof you have greed, and run with it. No doubt. He who casts words of doubt, does put the light of knowledge out. So don't have any doubt. If you have that, because most people don't have nothing. I meet many people have different questions. I've been 37 years sitting in Vrindavan. I've met thousands of devotees from everywhere. But they see me as a neutral person. I don't talk about other people or other gurus. I just talk philosophy. Try to. So, one question I ask people. I say, if Krishna comes before you right now today, and he says, I'll take you to Goloka Vrindavan. What Stairati are you going to serve? What Stairati, in what form are you going to serve me in? I don't know. I'm going to sell books. I'll do Kanda Kirtan. Well, you're going to do Kanda Kirtan as a peacock? You're going to do a Kanda Kirtan as a parrot? They also do a Kanda Kirtan. What are you going to do? I don't know. What's your Stairati? I don't know. How do you want to love Krishna? I just love him. Come on, Jack. I say, okay, so Krishna will come back next time and ask you again. Whatever you do in your sadhana, that becomes your siddhi. The green mango becomes the ripe mango. So if you don't have a green mango, you're not getting a ripe mango. So first you have to establish what form of Krishna do you want to worship, and what stairati, what permanent loving mood attracts your heart, it fills your heart. If you say this one, then that's it. They're done. Questions over, now start doing Rag Bhakti in that mood, following Rupa Mandri, following Tulsi Mandri. Read this, and I can give you all the books to read, give you all the ideas how to go forward. No more hesitation, no more doubt. That's one of the definitions in that book itself. It's in Bhagavad Gita. He said, one who has greed, he's not disturbed by scriptural injunctions. Oh, you're not advanced enough, you're not purified enough. You have to chant Hari Krishna for 10,000 lifetimes, then you can start Rag Bhakti. And Raghvardhan Chandrika, Vishnu Chakravarti said, you can start Raghunuga Bhakti at the Nartha Nivritti, right at the beginning, if you have the greed. That's all. So, Arunaika Samskara Praktana and Arunika Samskara. Arunika Samskara, Arunika means now, this life created. By meeting a Rag Bhakta, I got the Samskara, I got the bug, I got the desire to practice Rag Bhakti. Or Praktana means before, like Purva. From my last life I had, this life I jumped into it. That's rare. But however you got it, if you got it, run. You don't listen to anybody. Whatever they say, get on with it. As they say in football, I straight armed the guy. I put the ball under my arm. And I run down, the guy gets my boom, knock him out. He tries to tackle me. You have to tackle the guy. Knock the ball out. So you put it, it's called straight arm. You lock your elbow. And you're a football player, you got a big arm, you know. Knock guys like a stick and knock the guy out of the way. So that's like rock walking. Yeah, don't do it. Get away, man. I'm going. Nothing should stop you. That's the greatest gift. If Krishna gave you that gift, thank your stars, thank Krishna, thank your Guru, thank your Vaishnava saints you associate with. That's a great fortune. It says, Raganu Bhakti Prachar, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Thursday came to preach Rag Bhakti. Rag Bhakti is not to. Gaudiya Vaisnava Sampradaya is a Raganuga Sampradaya. Vaidhi Sampradaya means Madhya Sampradaya. Shri Sampradaya is Vaidhi Sadhana. Madhya Sampradaya is Vaidhi Sadhana. Gaudiya Sampradaya is Raganuga Sadhana. Bhakti. Nivarka Sampradaya is Raganuga. Bhava Sampradaya is Vaidhi Sampradaya. Some branches are Rag. Hari Vansh is Raganuga Sampradaya. Hari Vansh, Radha Vallabha, Premananda, that's Maharaj Maharaj Babaji. It's all Raganuga. This is our wealth, this is our treasure. That's it. Any last question? What was your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I forget the question. Was I okay, Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.
Jai Gurudev.